The galaxy was silent. Too silent. For centuries, the great alien empire had ruled over countless star systems. They controlled everything: planets, people, and even the stars themselves. No one dared to fight them. Resistance was crushed, quickly and harshly. But now something was different. A message flashed across the galaxy's communication networks, a warning so strong that every living being stopped and listened. It was from one person. One last human. The final human. The message was short but clear: kneel or be burned alive. No one knew where the message came from. The Empire tried to find its source, but it was impossible. The signal was hidden behind layers of space interference. Some said it was a ghost broadcast, sent from a secret place nobody could find. People everywhere were scared. On the Imperial capital, the High Council watched the message in silence. Their faces were cold, but fear hid in their eyes. "Who is this final human?" one council member asked. "He is the last of his kind," another answered. "Humanity was wiped out decades ago. We believed no humans were left. The final human was a mystery. Rumors said he was a warrior with powers no one could explain. Others said he had a weapon so strong it could burn whole planets. The Empire sent spies to find him. But no one returned with answers. Far away, on a small hidden planet, a dark figure sat in front of a giant screen. The figure's eyes were sharp and their face showed years of struggle. This was the final human. He looked at the stars and spoke quietly. "The Empire has ruled for too long. They will kneel or burn. There is no other way." Behind him, a room full of old human technology hummed with power. He was the last link to a forgotten race, and now, he was the last hope. The Empire was strong. They had ships that could destroy, worlds and armies that never tired. But the final human had something more dangerous, a will that would not break. In the next hours, the Empire tried everything. They sent ships to destroy the source of the broadcast. They used powerful scanners to find any trace of human life. But the final human was always one step ahead. On one distant mining planet, a young officer named Rel watched the warning message on his ship's screen. He felt a chill run down his spine. "Who is this human?" Rel asked his crew. "They say he is a legend," one crew member replied. "The one who will bring the Empire to its knees." Rel did not know what to think, but one thing was clear: the galaxy was about to change forever. Back on the Imperial capital, the High Council decided to send their best agent to find the final human and stop him before he could act. This agent was known only as Vark. Vark was ruthless. He had hunted down many rebels and enemies of the Empire. No one escaped him. As Vark prepared for his mission, the Empire's warships started to move. They were ready for a war that no one had seen before. Meanwhile, the final human was preparing too. He had spent years hiding, learning, and growing stronger. Now, the time had come to send his warning. His voice was calm but full of power as he spoke to the galaxy. "This is your final chance. Kneel before humanity, or face the fire." His words spread like wildfire. Systems that once feared the Empire now whispered about hope. Some planets quietly started to prepare for the coming storm, but not everyone believed. Many thought the final human was just a myth, a story to scare children. Still, the warning was clear. The Empire had two choices: crush this human and end the rebellion, or listen and change forever. The clock was ticking, and the final human waited in the dark, watching the stars ready to burn the galaxy if they did not bow. The Empire's grip was tight. Its soldiers watched every planet, every star system. Any sign of rebellion was crushed without mercy. But the final human's warning had sparked something new. Deep in the shadows, small groups of rebels began to form. They were ordinary people, miners, traders, former soldiers, who had lost everything to the Empire. On a hidden moon, the rebels gathered in secret. Their leader was a young woman named Kara. She was brave and smart, with fire in her eyes. She had heard the final human's message and believed in it with all her heart. "Cannot live in fear anymore," Kara told the group. The final human's warning is real. We must stand and fight. The rebels nodded. Hope was rare in the Empire, but now it burned bright inside them. But the Empire was not blind. Its spies were everywhere. They had learned about the rebels and were ready to strike. One night, as the rebels planned their next move, a quiet alarm rang out. The Empire's forces had found them. Kara's heart raced. We must escape, spread out, and meet at the safe zone. The rebels ran through dark tunnels, their footsteps echoing. They were hunted. In the chaos, one rebel named Jex was caught. The Empire's soldiers took him away. Kara's chest tightened with fear. Jex knew their secrets, but Kara did not give up. She sent a secret message to the final human's hidden base. She hoped he could help. Far from the rebels, the final human listened. The Empire's attack was close. The game was changing. He whispered to himself, "They think they can stop us. They are wrong." The Empire's elite agent, Vark, was already on the hunt. He arrived on the rebel moon with a small team. His eyes were cold. He would find Kara. He would end the rebellion. But Kara was clever. She left a false trail, confusing Vark's team. As the Empire searched, Kara led the rebels to a new hidden base. It was a dangerous journey, but they were determined. During the trip, Kara met a young fighter named Rin. He was quiet but strong. He believed in the final human as much as she did. Together, they planned their next strike. They wanted to show the galaxy that the final human's warning was real. But danger was close. Vark's agents found clues of their location. He smiled coldly. They cannot hide forever. The rebels prepared for war. Their hope was strong, but the Empire's power was greater. The question hung in the air. Could a few rebels change the fate of the galaxy? Or would they burn like all the others? The shadow of war was growing, and the final human's warning echoed through the stars. Kneel or be burned alive. Long ago, humans ruled many worlds, but the Empire was too strong. One by one, they crushed human colonies. Wars burned planets and destroyed families. Soon, humans were almost gone. Only one survived. The final human. His real name was lost to time. No one knew where he came from or how he survived. Some said he was a soldier. Others whispered he was a scientist with secret weapons. What everyone agreed on was that he was different. He had power the Empire could not understand. Some said he could control fire with his mind. Others believed he had armor that could not be pierced, but the Empire wanted to erase all traces of humanity forever. Now the final human's warning was a spark that could start a galaxy-wide fire. In a hidden chamber on a distant planet, the final human looked at old pictures and relics of his people. He remembered the pain of loss, the fear of death, but he also remembered hope. He whispered, "I carry the legacy of humanity. I will not let it die." Meanwhile, Vark, the Empire's deadliest agent, closed in on the final human's trail. He found clues, scraps of technology, signs of recent activity. Each discovery brought him closer. Vark was ruthless. He believed in the Empire's power and hated rebels with a burning passion. "Find the human," he ordered his team. "Destroy him before he destroys us." Back with the rebels, Kara and Rin studied the final human's old messages. They learned about ancient human technology, powerful weapons hidden across the galaxy. "These weapons can turn the tide," Kara said. "If we find them, we can fight back." But the Empire's spies were everywhere. One traitor was in their midst, feeding secrets to Vark. Kara felt the weight of betrayal. Could they trust anyone? As the Empire prepared to strike, the final human made his move. He sent a secret signal to the rebels, a location where an ancient human weapon was hidden. The message was clear: find the weapon. Fight for humanity's future. Vark intercepted the message. He laughed. "The final human thinks he can win with old weapons? I will crush him." The galaxy held its breath. The final human's legacy was about to change everything. The rebels had hope now. The final human's message and the promise of ancient weapons gave them strength. But hope can be fragile. Kara stood before her small group. Her eyes were hard but tired. "We must move fast," she said. The Empire knows about the weapon. We have to find it before Vark does. But not everyone was loyal. Deep inside the rebel camp, a shadow moved quietly. One of their own was working for the Empire. Jex, the rebel who was once captured, had been turned by the Empire's agents. He carried secrets that could destroy the rebellion. He whispered to Vark, "The rebels trust me. I can lead you to the weapon." Vark smiled. "Good. Use them." Kara did not know about the betrayal. She planned a dangerous journey to the ancient human weapons location, a ruined planet forgotten by time. The rebels flew through dark space full of fear and hope, but Vark's ships followed them closely. At the ruined planet, Kara's group searched the ancient ruins. The air was thick with dust and silence. Then suddenly an alarm blared. The Empire's forces had found them. Gunfire echoed. Rebels scrambled for cover. Kara shouted, "They betrayed us. We are trapped." The battle was fierce. Rebels fought bravely, but the Empire's soldiers were many. In the chaos, Jex revealed his true loyalty and captured Kara's closest friend. Kara's heart broke. "We trusted you," she said quietly. But the fight was not over. In the middle of the battle, a hidden chamber opened. Inside was the ancient weapon, a strange device glowing with power. Kara knew this weapon could change everything. She grabbed it just as the Empire's soldiers closed in. The rebels made a desperate escape, but the betrayal had cost them dearly. Back. On their ship, Kara looked at the weapon. "This is only the beginning," she said. "We will fight, we will win." But deep inside, she wondered, how many more betrayals waited in the dark? The rebels had the ancient weapon now. It was small, but powerful. A secret from humanity's past. Kara held it tightly, knowing this was their last chance. But the Empire was stronger than ever. Vark hunted them without rest. "We must strike now," Kara said. "If we wait, the Empire will destroy us." The rebels planned their attack on the Empire's main fleet. It was dangerous. If they failed, all would be lost. Meanwhile, the final human prepared. He knew this battle would decide the galaxy's fate. In the dark control room, he spoke to his small team. "The Empire will kneel or burn. There is no other way." The rebel ships moved silently through space. Vark's fleet waited, ready. The battle began with a sudden explosion. The rebels fired the ancient weapon. A bright fireball spread through the enemy ships, burning them alive. Vark's fleet was shocked. The Empire's soldiers fell one by one, but Vark was not done. He took command and led a fierce counterattack. Kara and Rin fought bravely. The rebels' hope burned brighter with every victory. Suddenly, the final human appeared on the battlefield. His presence was like fire itself. His power shook the Empire's ships. "Your rule ends now," he shouted. The Empire's fleet started to break. Systems across the galaxy watched the battle and began to rise up. The message was clear. Humanity was back. Vark's fleet was destroyed. The Empire had lost its power. Kara smiled. "We did it. The galaxy is free." But the final human warned, "This is just the beginning. We must protect our future." The galaxy was changed forever. The final human's warning was true. Kneel or be burned alive. The Empire was broken, but not destroyed. The galaxy was quiet now, but danger still lurked in the shadows. Kara and the rebels worked to rebuild. They helped planets free from the Empire's control. People cheered them as heroes, but Vark was alive. He had escaped the battle, wounded, but angry. He vowed revenge. "I will hunt you down, Kara," he growled. "The Empire will rise again." Duro, final human, warned, "We must be ready. The fight is not over." Kara trained new fighters. Rin helped build defenses. The ancient weapon was kept safe, its power guarded. But spies whispered in the dark. The Empire's loyalists were gathering forces. One night, Kara received a secret message. A powerful new weapon was being built by the Empire. It could destroy entire worlds. "We must stop it," Kara said, "before it's too late." The rebels prepared for another battle, a fight for the future of the galaxy. The fire of rebellion still burned, but this time the stakes were higher. The final human stood with them, ready to lead. The Empire's shadow was growing again. The Empire's new weapon was nearly ready. It was a massive ship, a planet killer. If it fired, entire worlds would burn. Kara and the rebels knew they had one last chance. "We fight here," Kara said, "or everything we saved will be lost." The final human stood beside her, calm and strong. Vark led the Empire's forces, cruel and determined. The final battle began in deep space near a small, peaceful planet. Rebel ships flew fast, dodging deadly blasts. Kara's heart pounded. She held the ancient weapon, ready to use it again. Vark's fleet attacked hard. The planet killer powered up, glowing with deadly energy. Suddenly, the final human stepped forward. With a fierce cry, he used his power. Fire and energy danced around him. He struck the planet killer's core, causing a massive explosion. Vark screamed in rage but kept fighting. Kara led the rebels in a fierce fight. One by one, the Empire's ships fell. Vark faced Kara in a final duel. Their weapons clashed with sparks and fire. Kara remembered the final human's words. "Never give up. Fight for the future." With a final strike, Kara defeated Vark. The Empire's fleet scattered. The planet killer was destroyed. The galaxy was free. The final human looked at Kara and smiled. "You are the future now." Kara looked to the stars. "This is our time. We will protect it." The fire of humanity burned, brighter than ever. The warning was clear. Kneel or be burned alive. But now the galaxy knew. Humanity would never kneel.